A lifting column is a one package that has both a lifting mechanism and bearing supports built into one. So you have a lifting mechanism with the actuator inside of it, and then also you have telescoping aluminum extrusions, and between those extrusions are engineered polymer bushings, which provide moment load support. So in one package, you have both your lift mechanism and your moment load support for side to side. You'll see these things in two different areas. One would be for medical use, so you can see them in a medical bed, an x-ray table, a dental chair, or in ergonomic lifts. So ergonomic lifts would be a desk lift, a workstation, anything where you might have some different assembly or require some adjustable lift. So in ergonomic applications, what's really good about these lifting columns is their extension to retraction ratio. So you can, with the telescoping extrusions and telescoping actuator inside the unit, you can go very low and then extend very high. Inside the actuator are what we call internal limit switches. So these limit switches are wired in series through the motor. So when the actuator hits the end of stroke, it'll automatically turn itself off. It won't let you go any farther, and it won't cause any damage to the motor or the outside of the unit or anything like that. So the Thompson Advantage is the extension to retraction ratio, the moment load capability, and then the ideal combination of noise and speed. Videojet is an industry leader in manufacturing of continuous inkjet printers, and they came to us looking to add some flexibility into their manufacturing cell.
The point of the assembly line is to produce products that are safe, to specification, to our quality levels, on time when our customers need them. We had some makeshift carts that were fixed height, so they weren't very adjustable. The main reason we needed the lifting column was we had a Kaizen that incorporated several products to one line, what we term here as a mixed model cell. The other problem we had was we have different size operators, obviously, some tall people, some short people. So we had to have an assembly mechanism to accommodate all of that. We knew we needed an adjustable height system, something that would accommodate the various products and the various people. Every time we lift a product, we risk injury to people because these aren't light pieces of equipment, and it saves time and gives us a better product in the end because of the nature of the cart where we're able to adjust it. It helps us in test, something that we didn't have before. It does everything they need to do. Operators before, sometimes they would sit, sometimes they would stand, depending on the carts. Today, with the cart being adjustable, they can do either. There's no complaints that way. Parts that we normally would have to put on a rack beside them now travel on the cart, so that makes things a lot easier. Everybody just loves the carts.
So we're excited about the solutions that we're bringing to Videojet. You can see what they were doing out there before, and we've really made a lot of improvements as far as throughput. The feedback we're getting is that the Thompson lifting columns are very easy to install. There's a simple 4-bolt pattern used to mount the actuators on either side. The internal limit switches make it very easy to operate and integrate into their machine. And they're very pleased with the extension to retraction ratio and the combination of noise and speed that they get. So this is the mechanical portion of the actuator. So we have here a tube which holds this 25mm diameter lead screw. And then what gives it, the unit, its extension to retraction ratio is we have this extra 12mm lead screw that telescopes into that. So that's what gives it the ideal extension to retraction ratio inside the unit. Now at the bottom of the tube, we have the wrap spring brake, and this will hold the load in a power off situation. So if the power is off, the workstation or the medical table bed is going to hold its position. And then down here is the gearing for the belt gearing that goes into the motor. That's what actually drives the actuator. So what we have here is a sample desk lift that uses two LC1600 lifting columns synced together. These two actuators here both come equipped with encoders on the motor. So once they're installed, you can use a Thomson DCG controller to sync them, and that's already pre-programmed, so it's very easy to have these synced together. So we're looking at two 5-gallon jugs of water on one side of the unit, and you can see that the units will hold their synchronization despite an offset load. So in terms of those medical applications, these lifting columns would be used in a patient bed, maybe an x-ray table, some kind of scanning mechanism, where you can use 2 units. The telescoping effects allows the bed to be lowered to a height level that's easy for the patient to get on the table. The lifting columns allow that to be raised so that the doctor can operate comfortably, or perhaps used to meet the level of the machine for that scanning mechanism. So the Thompson Advantages, we've been able to capitalize on our experience with lead screw technology, with wrap screw and brake technology, sliding friction technology, to create a pre-aligned package with easy installation and no maintenance.